And it's a big welcome to everyone in the Bibi and Peter Show. And you're here with Happy Peter in this wonderful episode. And
Happy.
it's gonna be great. Where's my
Happy.
Bibi?
Happy.
Bibi. Are you with us?
Peter. Happy Peter.
Oh, I'm
Who?
so
And
happy. Lovely. I'm having a great time, Bibi.
Merry
What about
Christmas.
you?
I'm just like,
Are you
I'm just
happy?
in shock.
You're
I'm
shocked
always happy. I'm
due
in
to my
shock because you said
happiness.
Happy
My
Peter.
happiness shocks
No,
you.
no, I'm just like in shock. Saying Happy Peter, it's like saying, I don't know, fish out of water?
Who you or me or happiness? I'm not sure. Anyways,
Like you saying, no, let's not get into that. Okay, what
anyway,
Bibi,
Bibi, I don't have any idea because you haven't sent me a memo as always, Bibi. Bibi never sends me memos.
Guess what?
So
Guess what? You're gonna
I
love
get
today's.
into
You are going to love
Are
today's topic.
really.
Yes.
Okay,
We
give
are
it to
going
me.
to
I
get
want to
very
see. Let's see.
hands-on today. We're going to give a very hands-on approach to learning today, right?
Okay, what's the topic?
I need.
What's the topic?
Okay, so right. Don't be
Bibi.
condescending.
Give
Don't
it.
be condescending.
Yeah.
But did you know there's like 15 different types of the use of the word hands in English? Has 15 different types of
Really?
expressions in English.
You're joking, Bibi. I came into this
No, I swear to you.
episode totally stoked, and you're giving me hands expressions. Come on, really?
It's amazing how the word hands has so many different translations in English, right? So obviously the most common ones in
I'll have
business English
to-
are like your hands-on approach
to
or
hand it-
hands-on experience.
Let me start.
Right.
Let me start by saying. I have to hand it down to you. That is
It's
appalling.
actually I have to hand it to you.
Hand it hand
It's
down.
actually I have
Hands
to
down.
hand it to.
Hands
Oh,
down.
hands
you are
down is a
appalling.
good
You're
one.
appalling.
Hands
Hands
down,
down,
I'm
you're appalling.
appalling. Explain that to
boring.
the listeners. What does hands down?
So boring. Hands down
Come
means
on, it's
no
like you could
doubt
do any better.
whatsoever.
Like hands down, I'm the most
Bibi,
energetic,
supposed
fun
to-
person in the world. Yes.
this is the fun English learning podcast, Bibi. And you're
Of course it
discussing
is.
hands. Seriously. This is nothing
come
more
on.
fun that you could have thought of in your cauldron of fun topics. You have to come up with hands.
Do you need a
Really?
hand? Do you need a hand? Do you need
I
a hand?
do,
You always need
but
a
I'm
hand.
not getting any.
Well,
But I'm not getting any. I really do. I do need a hand right now, but I'm not getting any.
do you need a hand? So
I'm putting my
basically, do you
hand.
need...
I'm putting my hand in my pocket right now. Putting my hand in my pocket because,
No, that's not an expression. Come on.
of course, it
We're
is.
all
Of course
hands
it
on
is.
deck right now. I
To
need
put your
you right
hand
now.
in your
All hands on
pocket.
deck.
To put your hands in your pocket means to give
No, Peter,
money
this is
or help
not your
someone.
English. No. That's not a very common
Yes.
one. No. Of
I'm gonna
course it's
take matters.
not.
I'm gonna take matters into my own hands.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
there's a
prove
good
to you-
one. There's a
I'm gonna
good
prove to
one.
you
Taking matters into your
exists.
own hand. Okay, that's a good one. So that's something where people do something that they're not supposed to, and they go against the rules or regulations. So probably a boss would say, you're not allowed to take matters into your own hand. You need to go and report it to HR, right? So you're not allowed to, like, kind of be rude or fire a team member.
I have another one.
What?
I always, in this podcast, have my hands full with Bibi. Always. You're a handful, Bibi. You're a handful. Hands down, you're a handful. No
Okay,
doubt.
I've got to give it to you. Like, wow. I don't know offhand how to reply.
This is so boring, Bibi. We're gonna be using hands in our sentences all the time. This is like a disease. It's contagious. I have to hand it to you.
It's offhand like the
You're having the upper hand now, Bibi. You're having the upper hand.
Okay.
My hands are tight.
I
hands are
I
tied.
told you. I
I
told
have
you. This can be
nothing to.
so fun, right? This can be so fun. Okay, Peter, I got one for you. I've got one for
Seriously,
you. Have
seriously,
you ever
seriously.
been caught, right? Huh?
Mm,
Red-handed.
it's
Have you ever been caught red-handed? I'm afraid to
doing what?
to
Doing
oh dear
what,
God.
Bibi? Doing
Okay,
what? Be more specific.
something you're not supposed to do. Have you ever been caught red-handed?
Ooh.
So being caught red-handed means doing something or being caught in the act of doing something you're not supposed to do, right?
Mm.
It's another one, like being caught with your hand in the cookie jar,
Ah, the hand in the cookie
right?
jar. That's one of the things that you probably do all the time, Bibi, right? You
I do
probably
really
love
actually
that hand in the cookies jar,
constantly
don't you?
have my hand constantly. And do you know what's the funny thing about that? Is that I'm always telling my kids no cookies after a certain time, and my hand's always in the cookie jar.
Because mommy's hand is in the jar. I get it.
So I'm always caught red-handed doing something I'm not supposed to be eating,
Now,
or eating something not supposed by my kids. It's actually
now,
hilarious. It's
now listen to
always
this
like
one. Now
I'm
listen
always
to this
caught.
one.
Okay.
Now listen to this one. I have to say, Bibi, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Oh God, come on, that's so
So
old and ridiculous. Did you have to bring that one in? Come
yeah,
on.
that came way back.
No, no,
Way
no,
back.
no.
Explain
Come
it. Explain
on.
it to the listener, please. Explain that to the
No
listener.
way.
That's a
I'm
good
not
one.
doing that. That's such a boring one.
Well, that fits
No.
perfectly
I
with
wash
you.
my hands. I wash my hands off that expression.
You have blood on
Do you
your
know
hands,
what
I
it
see.
is?
You have blood on your
No, no,
hands.
no. Oh, no, 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 no. I
Got
come
your
from a
hands dirty?
colonizing.
Got your
No,
hands
no,
dirty,
wash
Bibi?
my hands.
You're the one that
I
got
always
their
have to get
hands
my hands
dirty.
dirty. I'm not afraid of it, as long as I have
Now
like.
don't. Now, Bibi, just don't bite the hand that feeds you. Okay, so be
Oh
careful.
dear God, come on, Peter, you're getting out of hand now. Come on, okay, so you cannot just say expressions without
Well, you're playing
explaining them.
into
Okay.
you're playing into my hand now. So I mean,
Oh, I'm playing
it's with a
into your
heavy
hands.
hand.
Okay.
It's
Oh
with
dear,
a heavy hand
Peter,
that I have
can
to
you
hand it to
stop?
you.
Can you stop?
You started,
Because
Bibi. You started this. This is your
okay,
fault.
but no,
I
because you're supposed to say the expression and then explain the expression, right? So, like hands off means like don't touch, right? Okay, don't touch, like hands off. That's that subject is not supposed to be spoken about, like hands off,
Mm.
that,
like
right?
Bibi.
Or
Like
um,
Bibi. What's something we cannot speak to? Like like OnlyFans is right. Hands up.
God. Oh, really, really, Peter? Like, why?
Um,
Why do you always have to, like, you know that like the back of your hand, don't you?
no, I have
That
a firm
subject.
hand as a person that really knows his way around the internet. That's it. I mean, devil makes work for idle hands, Bibi.
Oh, God, here we go again. So, have you ever been
I
caught
mean,
red-handed doing something on the internet you're not supposed to?
well, I'm an old hand, and
No,
I have
what?
first-hand
No, 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 no,
experience
no. Ah.
in.
First-hand experience is a good one. First-hand experience is a very good one. That means you have like very good experience doing something. You've done it yourself. And that also falls in with having a hands-on approach on something. Yeah. So, or hands-on experience. Hands-on experience, first-hand experience kind of goes hand in hand.
Ooh. I have to throw my hands up. I can't take this anymore. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Yeah, that's just, we're getting out of hand. Let's just quit, right? When something's getting out of hand, it means it's getting out of control, okay? Because since Peter's just throwing his hands up, like he's giving up, right? I think it's up to me to explain the expressions, right? I'm sorry, guys. We kind of got out of hand today.
With a heavy hand, we need to end this podcast.
Oh dear God!
Let's put our hands together, Bibi. Let's put our hands together for this great performance.
So put your hands together for Peter. Like applaud him, right? So when someone says put your hands together, that means like applaud someone, like give them like recognition or celebrate them. Okay, Peter, that's it. Hands off this discussion now. It's done. We are not doing
You
this anymore.
started
You are
it.
getting out of hand. It's enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I
I'm
lost
having.
my.
I have the world. I have the world in my hands. So
Oh
yeah.
dear. Okay, just
Um.
stop. Just stop
I'm
right
gonna.
now
I'm
until
gonna
I
set.
explaining this
I'm
expression.
gonna
Okay,
set. I'm
having
gonna set on my hand. I'm gonna set on my hands, and I'm just gonna
do
get out of
nothing.
here. Just hand it
No,
over.
sit
Yeah.
on your hands and do nothing. That's not even an expression. You're just confusing everyone even more. But in conclusion, right? So the reason why we did hands because there's a lot of different ways you can use the word expression hand in English. Some are very useful. Others, like the one Peter mentioned, is not very useful. So yeah, you just decide which ones work and which ones don't, and use it as you see best. Right? Am I right, Peter?
Yeah. That's how Bibi plays into my hands. Thank you very
Oh
much.
dear God.
Amazingly.
Okay. Bye, Peter. Bye.
Bye
You're
bye.
killing me.
Thank you very much,
You got
guys.
out of hand.
Great. I yeah. That's what happens when you're having a podcast with Bibi. It gets out of hand. All the drama right here. Fun learning English.
Bye.
Fun English fun. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.